Oh, Fangler sliding in. Guys, Fangler has been missing from my continent for a long time. So hearing this auto-tune voice here, it's something I haven't heard in a long time. Yes, guys, that's right. We are back on Dawn of Fire for today's video, and for a distinct reason. This year, the Dawn of Fire updates have been insane, giving us monsters like Gnarls, Hee. A lot of these mythicals from My Singing Monsters are being brought over, like Strombonin, for example, as well. So with all of these new additions, guys, the continent song is sounding drastically different. And since sending a bunch of our monsters on over to places like Space Island and Cloud Island, we're gonna go over here and take a look real quick. As you guys can see, these islands are filled up, but that means that these monsters actually came from my continent. And after sending a lot of these guys over, I have then since not returned and gotten those monsters back on the island over on the continent itself. All of that to say that the continent's melody is incomplete, and today we're going to be completing it once more. Here's the thing I've come to realize, guys. Breeding on this game is very diamond consuming. It costs like 40 diamonds minimum just to breed single element monsters. So it ends up being cheaper for the most part to just buy some of these monsters. Like Pango, for example, I seriously doubt that we breed him within 120 diamonds. Yo, here he comes. Giving us that pecking drum sound. Dude, you can't lie. The highlight of these monsters is their design. This baby version of Pango is just so cute here. But yeah, for those people who don't like seeing diamonds being spent, you're probably not going to like this video, because I'm honestly going to be rolling through a lot of these monsters today with my diamonds, because guys, I know one, y'all don't want to see me breed. Two, it takes two. I'm literally going to spend more diamonds attempting to breed than I will just purchasing the diamonds itself, because that's how this game works. Yo, here he is. Dude, giving us that iconic flow of tone, but in that interesting baby form here. I always love the design of Flow with that sunflower face. What an interesting monster, guys. Nonetheless, I am glad that he's finally back on my island. But it doesn't stop there, guys, because we have a few more monsters that we need to get on our island. Drumpler being one. And bro, I'm literally running out of space on the island. The sheer mass amount of monsters that you're capable of placing on the continent is just actually mind-blowing. Like, for them to have, I feel like there's like 30-something monsters here, all going and playing their own song at the same time, and it still sounds like a nice melody. That's just, man, that's very impressive right there. Here we are, Drumpler sliding in, giving us that typical like marching band drumming sound. Guys, I forgot he had that funny looking bowl cut on his head. It's just different from the Drumpler that I'm normally used to seeing over on My Singing Monsters. But nonetheless, he's still giving us that drumming accent that he typically provides. Really well done, guys. Let me see who all we have left to place down. So we have Stog, only 30 diamonds. See, dude, breeding him would cost me like 100. It's way cheaper just to purchase 30 like that in the store. Oh, and he's actually giving us a sound right off the bat. I always love him coming in with like this electro swing, like DJ sound. That just kind of resonates through our melody there. I'm not gonna lie, guys, I want to get our heavy hitters out of the way. These are gonna be the more expensive monsters, like Tuskusky, for example. Let's just go ahead and bite the bullet and get this purchase. Plus, I want to hear him on the melody. Oh, here he is, guys. Coming in with a nice deep tone. Just like playing the bass roll in this section here. I love his design, guys. This purple color just stands out. It's so vibrant there. And I love how he continues playing as the song keeps developing into these other sections of the melody. And he's just gently swaying, giving us that cool sound. Tuskusky's one of the legendary monsters, even though he might not have the craziest amount of impact. No, I'm not going to discount him because he does add a lot to like the bass section of the song. He's probably one of the heavier hitters when it comes to that field. But guys, I cannot lie, there is a vocal that I have been severely missing on the island, and that's Candelavera. I'm so excited to hear this singer. Let's go ahead and place her down and take a look at her melody in the song. Oh. Guys, it's hard to hear her, but she's giving us that like angelic tone. Oh, guys, she's harmonizing with Furcorn, so it might be hard to hear her. Oh, guys, let me like move her over here. I want everyone to be able to hear this monster because she sounds beautiful, guys. Oh. Yo, dude, gosh, she has that angelic voice. Oh my gosh, dude, the continent is so loud and the monsters are all so obnoxious that it can be a little bit hard to hear monsters sometimes. But I had to make sure that y'all all heard Candle of Air because her solo there is just beautiful. This makes me happy, guys. Our song on the continent is slowly getting closer to where it once was before. By the end of this video, it's going to be even better because of all of the new monsters we're going to be getting. Here we go, guys. Pom Pom giving us that vocal. I forgot she gives us that like cheerleader vibe with that sentence there. The song just continues to loop. She's barely in, guys. You have to pay close attention or you're gonna miss whatever you get from Pom Pom. But it kind of goes back to our earlier thought, guys. Whenever you have a combination of so many monsters, they can't all play a profound role. Otherwise, it's gonna be super overpowering, and the song is just not gonna be pleasant to listen to, guys. So that's the kind of balance. Okay, wait, we don't have enough beds. I've got to go upgrade my castle, bro. I haven't upgraded this castle in so long. Oh my gosh, 800 diamonds? Yo, dude, that was not 300. Dude, I just spent like 1,000 diamonds. But anyways, that's the kind of situation that the continent is dealing with, having so many monsters. But nonetheless, I think they handle it really, really well. There we are, guys. Congo's jumping in, giving us that light drumming sound on that like egg there that he's playing. I don't think that Congo has any clothes on in this baby version. Yo, what that, bro? It's just like my singing monsters playground, bro. He looks cursed. That's crazy, guys, bro. Dawn of Fire just keeps plot twisting things. And right when you think you know what a monster's gonna look or sound like, it just goes the opposite direction. Yo, Woolaby's kicking in here, guys. I'm not gonna lie, of all the monsters that I've missed having their melody on my continent, Woolaby is up there, guys. With these birds playing these strings going off of her horns, we get an interesting sound that's really affecting our melody over here. Even if it's in a light harmonic kind of way, it is someone that I knew I would miss having them absent from the island when I first sent them over to Cloud Island, believe. And I was right, and I'm glad we finally have the monster back. We're getting really close to the finish line, guys. We have a few more big monsters, and then we're going to be wrapping this video up and having the full Continent Island song. I'm so excited to hear what everyone's going to sound like together, guys. Ziggurat sliding in. Guys, Ziggurat normally makes a big difference with the islands that he's placed on. I always think of Amber Island, truthfully, when I think of him. Over here, he's not doing anything crazy in this initial step of the island. But I think we end up seeing more from him as the continent progresses. Super cool, though, guys. He reminds me of Stog, but he has his own unique way of doing his Ziggurat version. I don't know how to say it. It's so interesting to see the choices that Dawn of Fire makes over here with what they want certain monsters to sound like whenever we compare it over to the main My Singing Monsters version of that same monster. Rumble sliding in here. Hum. Dude, he gives us that interesting sound. He literally says hum, but it's like he's but he makes that into a vocal somehow. Guys, My Singing Monsters, they're creative. They always find a way to make these new, unique sounds come to life. And they continue to do that with the release of new islands, new monsters, and new melodies. It blows my mind, guys. This game keeps evolving. My Singing Monsters keeps giving us new content to look at and keeps making new videos like this today possible. I just love this game, man. I'm so excited to be on this side of YouTube, man. And I'm just thank you guys so much for watching these videos, man. You guys are the best. Corster. We have our symphony of voices here. And it's interesting, guys. On Dawn of Fire, I feel like they sing in a much higher key. Rather, on My Singing Monsters, on places like Earth Island, we hear a deep, bassy sound from them. And we're getting a little bit of that here. But I think we're hearing those higher melodies harmonizing together. Look at the eyes, how they're all just looking in different directions there. We literally have 6 unique people all singing in the form of a big rock. Once again, guys, My Singing Monsters, they just do things right, guys. They make the right decisions, and we end up getting cool, creative monsters like Corster so frequently because of that very reason. Guys, I'm really curious to know. Let me know down in the comment section below what your favorite monster on the continent is. You have about 75 choices. It might be a hard decision to make, but I'm really curious. D just sliding in now. And guys, I've never really noticed how big of a stage that Deej is on here, guys. Deej is like towering over every monster. Literally, look how much he sticks out when you zoom out and compare him to everyone else. But he's coming in here with this DJ sound, bringing that like vibe that we were referencing earlier back to the island, but in its own unique way. I'm also just noticing there's a speaker on his forehead that's like literally inside of him. this is just crazy here. I'm also really curious to know how many of you guys even care about Dawn of Fire. A lot of people, their main priority when it comes to the realm of my singing monsters is gonna be the main game. But I do see comments that are telling me to come to this game and make sure I complete these islands as well. So there is a fan base for Dawn of Fire. I know it's not as big. These Dawn of Fire videos never perform as good as the main My Singing Monster videos. But I don't want to neglect it because I know there's a big portion of you guys out there that want me to continue playing this game and make sure that I complete the island. Here we are, guys. I just got Edamame, Snizer, and Inbrat. We're gonna listen to all three of them here. But Edamame's kicking us off, giving us that maraca sound left and right as she shimmies. And I can hear her in our song. You'd be surprised how much a maraca can actually change things. Oh, Snizer's kicking in. Oh, dude, I forgot how, like, deep his tone was here when his bass kicks in. Oh, he's actually making a big difference here. Wow, bro, it sounds so good. Inbrat's up now. Yo, Inbrat. He's swinging off of his antlers there in the air. And he's giving us a flying vocal. Bro, Inbrat always sounds horrible, guys. I'm not gonna lie. No matter where he's at, he's always just yelling, bro. He never stops yelling. But nonetheless, even though he is just yelling, I'm glad he's finally back on the island. And guys, with those three monsters being added, we are super close to being finished here, guys. I believe we only have 2 or 3 more monsters, if I'm correct. Those being Insasar, Taiwa, Dromedary, and that is literally it, guys. Yes, we have 3 more monsters left, so let's go ahead and bang these guys out and hear the entirety of the continent. There he is, guys. Insasar here. And I forgot how cursed this monster looks, guys. He kind of shimmies in here and gives us like a maraca sound with his teeth there as they're like jangling in his mouth. Being an accent monster, he doesn't give us anything crazy, but he does provide that sound right there. Dude, I just can't get over how cursed he looks, bro. That dude, he literally looks scary. That is literally a terrifying looking monster, guys. But with him being placed down, once again, guys, we have 2 more monsters and our melody is finally going to be complete. For the first time in like literally over a year, I will have a completed continent island melody. And I'm so excited. I cannot wait to hear all of these guys together. Oh, guys, Taiwa's kicking in here with such a distinct noise here, playing the keys above her head. You are hearing exactly what she sounds like. This is no doubt a standout monster when it comes to the continent. That's one of the sounds that I remember, guys. Taiwa has not been on my island since I teleported her, but hearing her sound, I'm instantly met with the nostalgia of what she used to offer on the melody, which thankfully she now offers to me currently because she's gonna be staying here. I need that to stay on my island 100%, so that's exciting to hear that she's finally back and integrated into the song. But here we are, guys. Finally, we are on our last monster of the continent, that being Dromedary. Let's go ahead and place this monster down and finally hear the full continent island melody. Here we are, guys. He's sliding in, giving us that drumming sound. That's very distinct to only Dromedary. As far as the tone and the vibe goes, with the continent, guys, we have a ton of drummers, so they all have their own little unique accent to make them stand out from each other. Dromedary isn't really insane, guys. We can see he's kicking in here still with the light drumming noise. So he plays his role, but obviously he's nothing drastic here. But with him being placed down, our island is complete, guys. So we're just gonna sit back here and listen to everybody and just enjoy this melody all together, guys. There's so many monsters here, guys. It's literally blowing my mind how many options we have to listen to here. Like, how do you even focus in? I will say right now, guys, I'm hearing the baby version of Hee over everyone else. That, like, accordion is taking over. Ostrich. Oh my gosh, and Souza as well. Oh, Strombonin. Guys, these mythicals that have been brought over from the main My Singing Monsters game to Dawn of Fire, they just dominate the melody. They stand out so much, so drastically in their own unique ways. Even Bowhead over there playing in the background just sounds so good. And now our song is looping to this next section, where we're still hearing Hee. be a major part of the melody. And then we get that laugh from him. It's just overall a beautiful melody of an island, guys. The continent is hands down gonna go down as one of my favorite creations from my singing monsters across the board. Thank you guys so much for watching this series. If you enjoyed, feel free to click one of these videos on the screen and keep watching more of me.